Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro open up on Heat's positive momentum after win versus Cavs. It was an exciting Sunday night as the Miami Heat beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 122-113 in what was not only their third straight quality win and the second game in a back-to-back, but it was also against the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. The team is on a roll after the Heat routed the Los Angeles Lakers by 41 points last Wednesday and then beat the explosive Phoenix Suns Saturday night as Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro speak on what's going right. Adebayo would record another efficient performance after a cold start to the season as he scored 16 points on 7 for 14 shooting, 2 of 4 from deep, to go along with 13 rebounds and 6 assists. He would have a humorous response to clutch points when asked what the reasons are for the winning streak, saying it was Drew Smith, the Heat guard who has been seeing productive minutes the past few games. Smith would be sitting next to him during the answer before Adebayo continued saying that it has been an exceptional collective effort. "I think it's collectively just playing great basketball," Adebayo said. "Everybody's doing their part, no matter what that last column says, we're all doing our part trying to figure out how we can get wins. You know, it's getting to a season we're trying to figure out. You don't realize how hard it is to actually get a win in this league. Like it's very easy to lose a game. And when you have games where you look back at third quarter sometimes just like, mistake after mistake after mistake, and, you know, we started to clean that up and now we're rolling. So it's good for us to see the basketball go in and we're playing great basketball." Asked Bam Adebayo what's been leading to these past 3 impressive victories. Bam, Drew Smith. "Drew, don't let him say that, ask him again." Bam, "I think collectively, we're just playing great basketball." Heat used 34-point Tyler Herro explosion to take down number 1 Cavs. After the Miami Heat won against the Phoenix Suns in impressive fashion, they came back the next day in the second game of a back-to-back and beat the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, Cleveland Cavaliers, 122-113. As Heat star Bam Adebayo dominated the last game, Tyler Herro had an explosive night, scoring 34 points on 10 for 19 shooting. Adebayo would finish with 16 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists, as Jimmy Butler had 18 points with 3 rebounds and 5 assists. Duncan Robinson played his complementary piece exceptionally, scoring 23 points on 7 for 11 shooting, 4 of 6 from three-point range. Terry Rozier would have 14 points off the bench, along with Heat guard Drew Smith, who stacked another impressive night with 11 points. Here are 3 takeaways from the Heat's big win over the Cavs. It was another good start for the Heat's captain, Bam Adebayo, who started 3 of 3 from the field, which included 1 of 1 from three-point range. Along with 6 points from Butler, there wasn't a lot of offense from the rest of the team, as they looked a bit weary as it was the second game of a back-to-back. After the first quarter, Miami shot 8 of 17 from the field and a forgettable 1 of 7 from beyond the arc to go along with 5 turnovers, but it wasn't that much better for Cleveland as the home team's defense came to play. They would force 8 Cavs turnovers in the first frame, resulting in 13 points. Everything changed in the second quarter, where it didn't seem apparent that the Heat had played a grueling game the day before, as was highlighted by Herro, who had 11 points in the period, shooting 3 of 4 from the field with 4 made free throw attempts. Robinson also helped with his dangerous ability from three-point range as he made 2 of 3 from deep, while also having help from Terry Rozier in his bench role with 8. All in all, they scored a whopping 38 points in the frame compared to Cleveland's 26, as Miami shot 44% from the field and still an underwhelming 3 of 11 from deep. They would force 5 more turnovers on the Cavs as the Heat were playing true to their identity. Cavs star Donovan Mitchell would have only 2 points in the half, along with Garland, who had 6. Devin Booker and the short-handed Suns aimed to defeat the Heat. The Phoenix Suns have won 8 of their 10 games this season when Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal all played, but they've only won 1 out of 8 games when Durant is absent. Best video game consoles on Saturday, the Suns will face the Miami Heat without Durant, who is out with an injured left ankle. This puts more pressure on Booker, who has been averaging 25.1 points and 6.3 assists. The Suns have a 6-1 record when Booker gets 8 or more assists in a game, and he prefers to play the entire first quarter to get into a rhythm. "That allows me to score," Booker said, "and also to facilitate." The Suns are also without starting center Jusuf Nurkic, right thigh contusion, who averages 8.9 points and leads the team with 9.9 rebounds. Royce O'Neal has stepped in for Durant, and Mason Plumlee has filled in for Nurkic. Durant, who is expected to miss about a week, leads the Suns in scoring with 25.8 points per game, and also contributes 6.7 rebounds and 3.1 assists. Despite his absence, the Suns still have other key players like Beal, who averages 18.0 points, and Tyus Jones, who contributes 11.8 points and leads the team with 7 assists. Role players like Grayson Allen, 10.6 points, are also crucial to the team's success. Earlier this season, the Suns won 115-112 at home against the Heat while fully healthy. Miami's Tyler Herro, who scored 28 points and had 6 assists in that game, will be a key player for the Suns to defend. Herro leads the Heat in scoring with 24.1 points per game and also averages 5.2 rebounds and 4.9 assists while shooting a career-high 42% on three-pointers. Bam Adebayo, Miami's versatile center, has seen his scoring drop to 15.6 points per game but still leads the team in rebounds with 9.9 and assists with 5. Jimmy Butler, who has missed 5 games due to injury, is averaging 18.7 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 4.8 assists. While Butler doesn't take many three-pointers, he is still very effective at drawing fouls and leads the Heat in free throw attempts with 7.6 per game. Miami, like the Suns, relies on role players, including Terry Rozier, 12.7 points per game, and shooter Duncan Robinson, 10.2 points, 36% from three-point range. Kevin Love, Nikola Jovic, Jamie Jaquez Jr., and Haywood Highsmith provide solid depth for the Heat, with all 9 players mentioned having started at least 1 game this season. Jovic, who had 8 starts, has been out of the rotation and hasn't played in the past 6 games. "I know I'm a good player, I don't think it's that," Jovic said. "It's the style of play and the things Coach Eric Spoelstra wants from certain lineups." And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Devin Booker? Leave your opinion in the comments.